Sam, good to see you. You've been in Bath a few days now. Are you quite pleased with the reaction you're getting from Bathonians?
Yeah, seems to be that people like seeing me about, and I'm doing photos with people and meeting people on the street and stuff, and people seem to like the banners that are going up with the doodles around the city and everything. And yeah, it's nice. It's really nice to be here. It's nice to get a good reaction to a place that's closer to home than sort of the other side of the world and stuff.
I noticed you drew quite a crowd down in the Southgate shopping centre. What were you doing down there?
I was doodling on a telephone box, so I was drawing on a telephone box in front of people, and it started raining, so I was kind of like battling against the rain, but managed to get it done, fortunately, all in good time, and yeah, it was fun. It was good to do that, yeah.
I ask you about the reception you've received because I happened to see on YouTube a video you put on there 9 years ago.
Yeah.
When you came to Bath, a bit of a different reaction then. What were you doing?
So yeah, 9 years ago, I that's when I first started dressing up as Mr Doodle, and I had my briefcase full of just paper doodles that I'd made, and I was walking around different cities. I think I went to sort of 5 different places in the UK. And tried to trade my drawings for products or services, or just trying to sell them for £1. And I'd stop people in the street and ask if they want to buy one, or go up to a fish and chip shop and try and trade a drawing for some chips or something. And sort of 90% of the time it kind of wasn't very successful, but a few times managed to trade drawings for something, which is kind of fun.
Well, I did see you succeed in trading a drawing for a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Who would have known that in not too many years after that, you actually sell a work of art for something like £888,000?
Yeah, so it's funny how it went. I mean, there was a time where not many people would have bought the drawings for just £1, and then after a few years of just trying to get the work out there, eventually, kind of naturally, prices tend to just go higher because different things that I've done, and people then start to value something that because I'm not on the street anymore, and people start to know who I am, and it just seemed to go that way. So it's kind of cool for people who did buy one of the drawings for £1, and then their kind of piece went up by quite a bit percentage wise. So it's kind of fun, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody did buy one of those drawings 9 years ago, look it out, get it framed, and hang on to it.
Yeah.
You're quite canny when it comes to publicity. I mean, you currently, I think, have more followers on Instagram than the Guggenheim. Sorry, is it 2.9 million?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Damien Hirst only has 1 million.
Well, I mean, I think, for me, I just sort of took a decision to try and get myself out there as much as possible, because I wanted to do that and not ever get to a point in my life where I kind of regretted not sort of promoting myself too much, and maybe it didn't work out or something like that. So I just kind of thought I'll document as much as I can, and I'll go out as much as I can in a sort of full body advertisement almost of my work, and just try and get seen as much as possible, really. I think it comes from sort of graffiti writers that I was inspired by would always talk about, like, kind of get their tags out as much as possible and kind of get them on trains, and it will go all around the world and things. But I kind of took that approach to just marketing, I guess. And I just don't really look back on it. I think it's just this new way of having our phones with us all the time and being able to record everything and put it out there. And social media is amazing, tools for sort of getting doodles seen, or any artwork seen. And I think something about what I do, the fact that people can watch the process, really lends itself to video format and getting it online.
I do have to say, though, with the greatest respect, that if your wife was looking for grounds for divorce, and I know she most certainly isn't, and congratulations, because you're a mum and dad, you've got a young baby, she has to live in a house in Kent which is doodled from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
The fridge, the toaster, everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't have to live there, but I mean, the first day we met, I told her about this dream I had to doodle a house, and then sort of she knew about it 2 years before we got the house, I was kind of planning it with her, and I told her everything about it, and she was fully on board from the start. So it's been a conversation between us. So I didn't sort of forced it upon her, but yeah, it's funny that she loves it as much as I do. I think maybe not quite as much as I do, but I don't think anyone really does as much as I do. But she's happy to live there, and she likes seeing the drawings, and our son, he likes to see the doodles as well. And I think it's nice once you get used to it. I mean, it just kind of feels normal, really. I think it's quite intense for people when they come in, but eventually you just start to just feel peaceful in it, I think.
What do you get out of it?
I love doing it so much. I mean, I love creating artwork, and I wake up every day with this sort of urge to express kind of what's in my head. And people put paper in front of me, I just love drawing on it. I mean, I just love it every single time. I'm never bored of it. It just feels like a constant outlet to just pour out energy, and it's just a real need for me. And I get so much happiness from it, really.
Can you honestly say that your parents were pleased when you started drawing all over their home?
No, I don't know, really. I mean, I wasn't always very good at drawing, really. I just loved to do it. So, when I asked my parents if I could draw on my bedroom walls or their furniture and things, they'd find ways to allow me to do it. But none of us really knew where it was going. And I think they were pleased to just see me occupied with something creative and, felt productive, even though we didn't know where it was leading somehow. It was just a good outlet, I think.
Well, it's good to know you did your degree at the University of the West of England in Bristol, and you studied illustration there?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I studied illustration at UWE, and that's really where I kind of learned about just kind of creating an anchor for all of my work. So that's where I created the character of Mr Doodle, and everything from that now stems from Mr Doodle. And I learned a lot at the university, and it was a good experience. Just a really good place to self-indulge in my practice and just get very obsessive with it and create endless drawings. You're not what we would call a street artist, are you? You're not a Banksy or a Keith Haring. No, I guess not. I mean, I just think of myself as a doodler in all different forms, whatever kind of route that takes me. That's kind of what I apply to all my artwork. But I do take inspiration from Keith Haring and Banksy, and I do create work that's in the street. And those are the kind of artists that I was originally inspired by to do what I do. But I don't really think about where it fits so much. I just kind of, if I think I want to do something, I'll do it regardless of whether it's sort of in one category or something else.
What have you done here at the Holburne? I know you've done quite a bit around the entranceway. It always was a grand entranceway. It's even grander now. It's been doodled.
Yeah.
How long did that take you?
The whole way took about, I think, around 8 or 9 hours in total over the course of a day and a little bit. I've drawn over all the walls there and part of this kind of archway bit, and it was a lot of fun. And I've started to doodle other bits around the museum, like the stairs and the space to make, and a few sculptures and paintings and things. And it's really a collection of work that's kind of responding to the collection that's here at the Holburne, and taking sort of inspiration from these amazing, artworks from hundreds of years ago and stuff, and just seeing the incredible work that's in all of them, and just having a conversation with them with my own work, because mine's quite different, but I think it's just a kind of modern way of doing something that's people have done for a long time, I guess.
Well, yours, of course, are doodles with meaning. It's not just scribble. There are real characters in there, and I know you've said in the past it's all happy stuff, it's all positive stuff. You don't believe in the negative.
I just, as I say, my feeling when I create these doodles is just pure joy. So naturally the things that come out are all these smiling characters. It just never feels something that I need to draw as like a sad or upset character. So usually they're always smiling, or they're kind of surprised or just excited. They're kind of exaggerations of my sort of feelings when I create these works. I don't really feel the need. I've never really generally feel that much sadness like in my life really, so I just kind of create things that make me smile and hopefully make other people smile as well.
Sam, do you ever see a time when you'll stop doodling and do some other form of visual art?
It's really hard to imagine that happening really. I think the amount of like love I have for it, I just can't see a world where I don't want to doodle anymore. It would have to be so radically different, or something would have to massively change in my life, I think, for that to happen. Like right now I just can't see myself stopping like ever really. I could see myself doing this when I'm, like 100 years old.
Mr Doodle, thank you.
Thanks so much.